Back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course, and we are pleased to be joined by Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the driver of the number 47 Kroger Chevrolet for JTG Doherty Racing. Ricky, how are you?
I'm good. I'm ready to go. Itching to get to Daytona, that's for sure.
So coming off a good finish at Michigan, overall, how was your week? How do you think you did it at MIS?
Yeah, I thought we maximized what we were capable of doing. We were rolling along there pretty good, and we were playing some pitch strategies to try and keep our track position. It was really hard to pass it at Michigan. Once the field kind of got spread out, it took a minute to be able to work the passes. And so if we were trying to keep our track position, we took 2 tires, I think, the first stop, and then we had to come back in because we didn't get all the lug nuts tight on the right front or right rear, one of the two. But that kind of gave up our track position. So from then on, we were just trying to figure out, what we were going to do and how we were going to, manipulate pitch strategies and things like that to get our track position back. And so really took us all race to get that back. And, we had a really good restart there at the end. Missed the one big wreck off of turn 4, which put us in another good position, and then had a good final restart. So restarts are key there at Michigan. We're 3-4 wide, and just trying to get in the right lane without having to lift too much so that you can carry your momentum is probably the number one thing. So we did a really good job there at the end, and was able to bring it home 12th, which is cool.
Yeah. So you're going from Michigan to Daytona, of course, the place that you've won back in 2017. Kind of take me back to that. What was that like to get that big win on 4th of July?
That was cool. It was, our second win in 8 races, which, it took forever to get the first win, and then, to win again in 8 races was really special. And so, and obviously being at Daytona, a racetrack that is so iconic and one that everybody wants to win at. It was so special, so cool, having friends and family there, and it was just a big win for us. And so but it also gives you a lot of confidence. I mean, obviously our biggest race of the year there, being the Daytona 500, you're always looking forward to having the opportunity to win that. And, anytime you've won at a racetrack, you always have confidence going back there, no matter, how long it's been since you won there. So, we got confidence and looking forward to getting back there this weekend.
So going into this weekend, this is, of course, the regular season finale. So a lot of drivers trying to get into the playoffs. Anyone can win at Daytona in any way, shape, or form. And of course, you're kind of in that point of trying to get in. What specifically do you have to do to get a win at Daytona, and what would it mean for you to get back to the playoffs?
Yeah, it'd be huge for us. I mean, that was our goal when we set out this year, was be consistent, try and give ourselves an opportunity to make the playoffs. And obviously we got one shot left, and so for us it would be huge. Felt like this race last year, we didn't really do a good enough job of keeping our car clean and staying out of trouble. We got caught up in a wreck there, and so to win this race, you have to be around in the last 5-10 laps. And so stage wins, stage points, they don't really do anything for you. You need a shot and an opportunity to win when it comes down to 5-10 laps to go. So we're going to strategize towards that this weekend and make sure that we have that opportunity.
How do you feel like JTG has really performed since you came there last year to this year?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've gotten better as an organization at a lot of racetracks, and so we struggled at racetracks last year, and this year, I mean, I feel like we've been really consistent as far as the speed of our race cars running top 15s. I felt like we've had a lot of those. We've just missed a lot of top 10s. I mean, we finished 11th and 12th a lot this year. So nothing to hold our heads down about. I feel like we've done really well. There's always things to clean up and do better, but we making the playoffs this weekend, winning Daytona would be a one major way to turn your season around in one race.
Yeah, of course. Any updates for next year's situation? Do you know yet?
No, like I said, I always let Tag kind of figure that out, and
Yeah.
he'll let me know whenever he wants. But hopefully we can make the playoffs this weekend, and then who knows after that.
Yeah, for sure. And final question: is it an advantage to have, you have a team, and of course you and Ryan Priest? What's it like to have guys working together and all that stuff? You gotta have that as the talking kind of started between everybody.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have teammates out on the racetrack, and so especially at Daytona when you're looking to, either one of us, make the playoffs. I mean, it'd be huge for our team, whether I made the playoffs or Priest made the playoffs. So, for me, I mean, if I can't win, I definitely would rather Ryan win. That would be that's a huge financial upswing for our organization if one of us can get in the playoffs. So that would be huge. We'll definitely be trying to make that happen for one of us.
Yeah. Talk about the support that Kroger has given you guys throughout the last few years since you've been with this team.
Yeah, Tad and his Kroger relationship go back a long time, and to see what he's built his whole organization around, and to see them grow with him, and me meeting everybody at Kroger now. I mean, it's really cool to see how much they love racing and love the racing program. And so whenever you have partners that support racing as much as they do, it's really cool to be a part of.
For sure. All right, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., thank you so much for taking some time to talk with us, and good luck this weekend at Daytona.
Thank you.